Welcome to Jetfish. My name's Kirk Davis and this is my show where I take you to meet some pretty cool people in some pretty cool places and have some pretty cool fishing experiences. And I do it all on a Waverunner. With a range of over 150 kilometres, I can go anywhere that a boat can go. It's easy to launch, safe and stable enough to stand on one side or fight large fish. I've got all the electronics and storage that any boat would have, and I always carry with me the latest safety equipment. This life's not going to live itself. So hop on now and let's head off on today's Jetfish adventure. This week on Jetfish, I'm in the beautiful sleepy town of Matarangi, about 3 hours from Auckland, where my family and I come every summer for our summer holidays. Matarangi really comes to life over summer as Aucklanders flock here for the sun, surf and sand. We love to play backyard cricket, play on the beach and of course fish off the Waverunner. I've been running a kids fishing competition here off the wharf every Christmas for years, and this year, one lucky kid gets to come out on the Waverunner with me to catch the fish of a lifetime. Every year over summer, Matarangi fills with holidaymakers eager to make the most of this beautiful destination. Fishing from a wharf as a kid is the grassroots of fishing, and one of those times a kid can really bond with their parents and learn something at the same time. I am passionate about fishing and keeping it sustainable for all these kids and their kids, so having the opportunity to run this event as a catch and release competition and show the kids the excitement you can get from catching and releasing a fish is invaluable. Kids from the age of 3 years old learn that you can enjoy the thrill of the catch, carefully measure and then release a happy, healthy fish to grow bigger and still win some really cool prizes. Okay guys, we catching fish?
Yeah, I've got two. That
nice.
31 centimetre.
Nice, how old are you?
9.
Nice. The kids had been fishing for an hour and I couldn't wait to pick out a winner and hand out some prizes. Okay guys, lines in. We'll head on up to prize giving. Let's have a look at what everybody's caught. Get some prizes. Everybody released their fish. Who kept their fish? Many? You can keep it. Good eating, the little kahawais. Good bait, yep. Yep, and then releasing them's good as well, because all those little kahawai we were catching off the wharf, they're going to grow up to be bigger kahawai and breed and have lots of other fish and keep the fish going. So if you're not going to eat them or use them, we throw them back. If you're going to use them, then good, perfect little fish to use for bait or to eat if they're big enough. And Charlotte with a 26 centimetre kahawai. Well done, Charlotte. Good work. This person gets to come out on the ski with me now. Okay, and that person who caught a 31.5 centimetre kahawai is Lewis. Well done, mate. You might need those. We're going to catch some liveys. You can put your shirt on. We'll get a life jacket on you. And we will go. So thanks, guys. Thanks for coming down. And we will see you all next year. Coming up, as the wharf competition ends, the rain comes down and thwarts our first attempt at getting Lewis out on the ski, so we postpone to try again in the morning. Right, take two. The weather is much nicer today. No rain around. That wind looks like it's gone, at least for now. So we've stopped off to try and get a few liveys. And if that doesn't work, we've got some other tactics up our sleeve. We're going to head out wide and try some of the ocean angler, different lures and techniques. We're going to head out to Kuvia, try and get this guy his personal best. Typical. When you try and catch a fish on TV, they just don't want to play ball. So we changed tactics and headed offshore to find something bigger. Okay, we've arrived after about an hour-long trip in total from leaving Matarangi. We've arrived out on some pins just off Kuvia. Our first target is going to be snapper. There looks like a bit of snapper sign high in the water. This time of year in summer, the snapper will come up higher in the water out here and they'll feed on squid and different bits and pieces. So I'm going to drop down some soft baits of all things. Even though we're fishing in 70 metres of water, we're still going to fish with soft baits on a 3/4 ounce jig head. Let's go and have a look for them now and see if we can get Lewis into a nice one. The setup that Lewis and I are going to use today is a 7-inch bruised banana Z-Man on a 1 ounce jig head. I've gone to the 1 ounce because there's quite a strong current and it's deep and I want to get down, but I don't want to get down too quickly. So a 3/4 ounce is also another good option, but I'm going to go with the 1 ounce for now because it seems to be getting us down into the bite zone. This is going to be perfect for snapper and for kingfish. So let's get it down there, see what we can catch, eh? Here you go, here you go. Fish on. If it spins when you say lift like that, put your left hand up here, yep, now lift, and then wind down. That's it, let him run if he's running. Yep, now wind it down, that's it. Beautiful. I really wanted to teach Lewis how to fish, and he got straight into it. Not a bad start. Doing well, man. That's it, try and lift with your left hand. Put your left hand up here a bit further. Oh, getting angry now. Don't get too excited when he gets close, just lift and then wind down. That's it. That's all right, he'll come round, just keep your rod out to the side. Beautiful. Okay, now just slowly. And when we see the trace, see the other ones with him. So just slowly, just hold him there, wait for him to come round. So one more little toucher, just hold there. No, don't wind anymore. So let a little bit of line out so I can grab him. There we got him. Nice little kingfish. So there we are, nice little kingfish, Lewis's first kingfish. Got that on a 7-inch Z-Man. I'm gonna just hang on to him and let him go for him so we can let him swim away. Are you ready? Oh. Off he goes. It's a lot of fish there, man. That kingfish said to me there's plenty of fish about today. So we reset and hooked up straight away to a fish that was really going to test Lewis's new fishing skills. Oh, here you go, fish on. Here you go. I think that's a big snapper. I know. Oh yeah. That's it, just get the little winds when you can. Here you go, you put your right hand on here. That's it, right hand on there. And then, so what we're going to do... Okay, so I'll help you lift them up. You're going to lift like that, and then when we're at the top, wind down. That's it, and then lift, and then wind down. See how easy it is when you use this arm? Lift, and then get a wind when you can. So a little wind, that's it. Even if we're only getting one wind, that's all you need to be doing. And then a wind. Beautiful, man. See, now you've got it, and you just get into a rhythm. That's it. Lewis is on a nice fish here. We came across some really big sign and I said to him, this is the spot, hang on, man. Normally you'd fish for kingfish with heavy tackle and heavy line, but that's a lot of weight for a kid to handle. So we've gone with light line today, which risks the line breaking, but saves Lewis getting pulled over the side to swim with the fishes. And wind. And wind. That's it, now we see how he's coming at us now? So when he's coming at us, that's when we've got to get that line. That's it, good technique now. See if you can do it on your own, that's beautiful. That's it. You're learning well, grasshopper. And this fish is going to be heavier than your nana. Oh, That could have been awkward. Yeah, well, he's a big fish, man. Wind. Don't lift that rod too high, remember? Because if you lift your rod too high, just telling Lewis, you get your rod to about there, about that 45-degree angle. Now wind, and then you wind. If you go beyond that, one, you're not getting any lift, but two, you're putting your rod at risk of snapping by point loading it. At the boat or at the ski, that's when people see the fish, they get excited, and that's when you lose focus for a little bit. You've got to stay focused and just keep playing them how you've played them for the last 10 minutes, because that has been some awesome fishing. That's a nice fish, man. And we got him. What a fish. Nice one. He's a big one, man. Look at that. That is a nice fish. Well done. So there we go. Lewis's first legal kingfish. About an 85 centimetre kingfish, around 7 kilos on soft bait gear. What a fish. What a fish. Lewis had a rest now and was happy, so I thought I'd try and get him onto a nice snapper for his dinner. Targeting the snapper in this deeper water like this, it's a bit more of an art than a science. The fish are showing between about 30 and 50 metres, and it's 60 metres deep. So you've got to try and work out what depth they're feeding at. Here we go. Here you go, mate. That's a nice snapper. Yep. Don't lift it too high. Wind, 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 wind. That's it. That's a nice snapper. We'll do a little bit of a lesson about catching a fish. So we wind it up, but then we don't drop the rod tip. So we wind down towards it. If you drop that rod tip, what's happening is you're letting that line go slack in the fish's mouth and the hook can drop out. So we want to keep that rod bent all the time, okay? Just like that. Now wind it down, that's it. Start winding before you drop the rod tip is probably a good tip. And here he comes, keep that bend, remember? Keep that bend in the rod. Nice one, look at him. Okay, whoa, slow down there. That's a nice fish. Have a look at that. He's a fat one, look at that. That's a good sized snapper, man. You hold on to the rod, I'll lift him in. And there he is. How's that? What a fish. Have you caught one bigger than that before? You have? Okay, well we're going to have to keep fishing then. Have to get you a bigger one. What? I thought he'd be much more impressed. Okay, challenge accepted. Yeah, you hold on to this one, count to 5 or 10. Now give it a wind. Give it a wind. Oh yeah, boy!
Can we lift it up?
Nah, you've got this, man. You've got this. If I really think you need help, I'll give you help, but I think you've got this one. That's it. That's the perfect technique now. Just keep that bend in the rod. That's it. Beautiful. Try and lift it with your left hand and wind with your right. That's it. It's good. Now it's just a matter of tiring him out. Oh, he's puffing. You'll sleep well tonight. Catching big fish all day.
Should we stop pulling?
No, that's good. That means you're tiring them out. Well, remember to keep that bend in the rod. The 7-inch bruised banana Z-Man on the light bulb jig head is really doing the job today. The light bulb jig head's got a UV coating on it. You can't see it to the naked eye, but it's there, and the fish can see it underwater. And that 7-inch Z-Man, they are just loving it. We've had other boats all around us all day, catching next to nothing. And this little guy, he's like a professional, nailing them. Lift it up off the seat. You've got it, you've got it. He's telling me he's tired and he wants me to help him out, but I've said I'm not going to unless he's going to fall in the water or drop the rod. He's going to fight this one himself. I've seen him get better and better as the day's gone on, and he's got some real great technique now. So I'm confident he can get this fish in. Bit of a marathon, eh? Did you think a kingfish was going to be this hard? When I said I'd bring you out to catch a kingfish, did you think they were going to fight as hard as this?
Yeah.
You did? Good, so you're prepared. Should be no excuses then. What kingfish do is they do a big run early on, and then they'll try and rest for a bit, and then they'll do another bit of a run. You'll feel his head shake as he tries to flick that Z-man out of his mouth. And then he'll tire for a bit until you get him near the ski, and then when he's near the ski again, he'll do one last big bolt for freedom. That's it. He's coming in. Not too far to go, probably about another 60 metres. No, he's probably about 30 metres down. In fact, I can see a line on the sounder at 20, so probably 20 metres as that will be him. It's close now. Very close. Here he comes, just wait a second, here he comes. Yep, there he is, he's bubbling. I think he just farted. Okay, now hold there, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Right, let's get him in. And there he is. A nice sized kingfish. How was that?
A monster kingfish.
That's a nice fish, mate, and you did that all by yourself, right from the hooking, right through to the landing. Well done. With the objective achieved, it was time to go home and show Lewis's family. What a day. Here we are.
How many fish did you catch?
You want to show Mummy a fish?
There's the biggest kingfish. I got 5 kingfish.
5 kingfish? Oh my gosh. Was that the best day ever? Yep. Oh wow.